solve your financial puzzles? It takes Aviva.
We're Ren, here to shake up the shakers. Luxury for all, affordable for all. The great renovation.
This is an urgent appeal. Please stop and look. This is Yemen right now. Years of conflict have left the health system on the brink of collapse. Children in Yemen right now face unimaginable...
I want our business to flourish.
It's Dad. Now over in Hollyoaks, Steve's hiding.
Obsessed with her work as
Wednesday.
For all episodes on BBC iPlayer.
It's a midweek look at the intricate and multifaceted landscape of...
One person has been left with minor injuries after a passenger train struck a large tree on the track and derailed. You're live with BBC News. Now, Prince William is about to begin his first royal duty since taking office. As his wife, the Prince of Wales...
Probably better than the LG, that one. So I think I'll sell the LG one.
First round of cancer treatment. William is expected to carry out more duties while Charles steps back from engagement this morning, handing honours out at
It's
an
a great
investiture
picture.
at Windsor Castle. We can go live now to
How
Robert
sharp
Hardman,
that picture
journalist
is.
and author of Charles III, New King, New Court, The Inside Story. Thank you so much for joining us here on BBC News. We've had a couple of days to absorb this news of the King's cancer diagnosis and have also seen how the palace has chosen to publish the news and also now how his family are responding to it. How do you think it's going to change the direction of his monarchy?
Well, I think what we're seeing today is how, in the medium term, the monarchy is going to have to operate. The King is an outpatient. He's receiving treatment for cancer, and that's going to continue certainly for a matter of weeks, probably months. And it does fall to his heir, the Prince of Wales, Prince William, to take on more of the roles. But he is going to carry on doing the important constitutional duties. It's going to be rather like those early days of the COVID pandemic, where he will be liaising with ministers remotely. He'll probably see the Prime Minister, possibly in person, but he'll still be getting all the state papers, the famous red boxes, all that sort of stuff will carry on as before. But the real change is in the outward-facing role monarch. He can't, for example, next month at Westminster Abbey on Commonwealth Day, which is a big day for him because, as well as being king, he's head of the Commonwealth, and that's an important event in the calendar, but one that's clearly going into a confined space with thousands of people. There is an infection risk, and his doctors don't want that to happen. So they're having to adapt to suit the situation. But, I mean, adapting is what the monarchy has to do all the time.
A monarchy that has to adapt. A question about Prince William in particular. How do you think he's going to respond to the extra responsibility perhaps he might have to take on, but also the spotlight?
I think I'll keep the Samsung because that has more HDMI on it.
Well, he is used to the spotlight. He's been doing fairly high-level royal engagements now for many years. He's one of the few members of the family who is charged with, for example, holding investitures, as you referred to earlier. He's doing that this very morning. He is there at Windsor Castle representing the King and handing out medals and honours on behalf of the nation. And he's obviously having to do this on top of his own programme of events, on top of looking after his wife, who is still recovering from surgery, and they've got 3 young children. So he has a lot. I think in all of this, possibly the person whose life is going to change the most in the short term will be the Prince of Wales. Yeah, he's got a lot to do, but in terms of the attention, he's used to it. He is used to meeting world leaders. I mean, some years ago he was on a solo visit to China and met the entire cabinet. He's quite used to flying into capitals and meeting heads of state, heads of government. So he has statesman-like qualities, and he's going to need them more now.
And Buckingham Palace, in its announcement about the King's diagnosis, mentioned the need to raise awareness about people who are suffering with cancer, not only here in the UK, but around the world. How unprecedented was the Palace's decision to be so open about the King's condition?
Well, you're right there, Catherine. I mean, it was totally unexpected. I never expected to see words like enlarged prostate in